Speaking of live, it's 3 o'clock on this Swatch Watch, and we can't be late because we got a big old friggin' date right here on Sunny TV on the show that's on in the afternoon. All the cool kids, all the Sunnies out there, we call it Afternoon Delight.
Cha-cha-cha.
Ooh, that's right. We love the cha-cha-cha. Keep
I'm
forgetting to tell
remixing
you
these
that.
days.
I liking that. Hey, we've got all our shenanigans today. We've got Pop Culture Thunderdome Quiz. We've got Legends of Slapstick Comedy today. That'll be an interesting one. I mean, we love some comedians around here. We got Boat Drinks Meme or Leave It. I got some sassy Barbie ones today. You
I
love this
that.
one, yeah.
I do. I send them to you all the time.
Yeah, that probably is where where you got me started.
Whoever does this page with the Barbies.
It's so funny.
But also, there's like another Barbie page where it's actual Barbie dolls, and it's like the word of the day.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Bitchalante.
Yeah.
Like, that one's funny too.
The word of the days get very sassy and
I love it.
They're
And
sparkly.
then the Barbie slaps the other Barbie. It's so funny.
Speaking of slaps, we got a Addie's Reddit rundown report that it'll slap so hard you will go to Golden Corral more often. And then, of course, Mel sent over 3 news stories on Is This News? We've got some interesting news stories, or at least she thinks they're news, and we're going to be the judge and jury today to let her know, is this news
Now,
or...
Last week, I nailed
blues? Oh, yeah, you did.
Last week, it was like every story. I think there was maybe one that wasn't news.
Right, and which was a nice shakeup because everyone was like worried that you're going to be perfection or something.
I know. God forbid. No, definitely.
Perfection is
not.
April Hay. Horrible horoscopes. And Gemini got off deck yesterday. Very lucky, just because it just didn't make much
crazy.
sense. Yeah, it was with the OnlyFans. It was like, no, we don't do that.
I got confused with that. I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
Me too.
OnlyFans?
I was like, forget it.
He said, I'm done. And walk off.
Sometimes maybe it was like that Wi-Fi signal that the stars didn't connect good enough. But hopefully today they'll be back on track, just like this Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz. Can I get some Legends of Slapstick Music Edition, please?
Legends of Slapstick.
Wah, 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 wah. All right. Well, that's what the Three Stooges.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, multiple choice. Buster Keaton earned a famous nickname because he never smiled on camera. What was it? Is it A, the sad clown? Is it B, the great stone face? Is it C, old Ironsides? Or D, the marble man?
B.
Okay.
It just jumped out at me.
You just knew it.
I don't even know who Buster Keaton is.
Oh.
So
Everyone's clutching their pearls in the audience.
it's fine.
He's hysterical. All right, next up. True or false? Harold Lloyd performed his legendary stunt dangling from a clock face high above at the street in Safety Last while missing part of his right hand.
I gotta say true.
Okay. True or false on question number 3? All 3 original Three Stooges, Moe, Larry, and Curly, were brothers.
I don't think so. I think only 2 of them are brothers.
Okay.
False.
Number 4, multiple guess. In the most famous I Love Lucy scene of all time, Lucy and Ethel get overwhelmed working at a factory. What were they supposed to be doing?
Oh my
Was
God,
it
I love this episode.
bottling ketchup? Was it frosting capes? Was it wrapping chocolates or stuffing pillows?
C, rapid chocolates. And then Lucy's putting them in her mouth, sticking them down her shirt. I love them.
Oh, I love Lucy. I want to
too.
just rewatch it again and again.
I know. The other one was the medicine commercial where she's like and gets drunk and she's like Vita Vita.
Oh, the stomping of the grapes for me is
That
just
one was good,
everything.
too. So
Okay,
many
at
good
number
ones.
5, Laurel and Hardy won an Academy Award for hauling a piano up a giant staircase in the music box.
True. I don't know who that is.
Okay. Number 6, while filming a train stunt, Buster Keaton broke his neck and didn't find out until years later.
Baby Thunderdome.
Oof. Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. All right, first question, Baby Thunderdome. What fruit peel do most people famously
Banana.
slip on correct in comedies? Very nice. It is banana. Okay. Next up, number 7. Charlie Chaplin's iconic character, bowler hat, cane, and a tiny mustache, funny walk, is known as what? Is it the Drifter, the Little Tramp, the Gentleman, or the Wanderer?
I think it's a Little Tramp. I feel like that's it.
Okay.
Charlie Chaplin was good too.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's favorite. Number 8, true or false? According to Hollywood legend, Charlie Chaplin once entered a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest and won first prize.
True.
Question number 9. In Steamboat Bill Jr., Buster Keaton stood still while an entire building facade collapsed around him, saved only by an open window. How much clearance did he reportedly have on each side? Was it about 10 feet? Was it 6 feet? Was it about 2 inches times a couple? Was it the fall was fake foam?
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mo can get an answer right. All right, Baby Thunderdome question number 2. What dessert classically gets thrown in someone's face?
Pie.
Yes, correct. That is correct. It is a pie, whipped cream.
In your face. No.
Well, that's a pie. Next up, last question 10. Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean himself, one of the greatest physical comedians alive, has a master's degree in electrical engineering from Oxford.
I think it's true.
Why? Because he looks dorky?
I don't know, because he's smart.
He has that look. He's
got that
look.
smart
I
look.
know. All right, let me get the answer.
Ding.
All right. Buster Keaton never smiled on camera. What was his nickname, you said?
The Great Stone Face.
Correct. Keaton figured out early that audiences laughed harder when he stayed deadpan through total chaos. The man fell buildings with expression of someone waiting for a bus. Ooh, hiccup. All right, next up, Harold Lloyd did the clock stunt, missing part of his right hand. You said?
True.
Correct. A prop bomb accident in 1919 took his thumb and index finger. Gross. He performed the most famous high-rise stunt in film history, wearing a special glove hanging from a clock and basically one full hand. Legend behavior. I'd say, God sakes.
Oh, you go,
Good for
dude.
him. He's like Spider-Man.
No.
Which one is it? No, wait. He lost the what?
He lost these 2 fingers.
His thumb and his index finger. Yeah, what is this? It'd be
3
like
fingers.
the
Okay.
3. I mean, I'm gonna knock some sense into you. All right, next up. Let's see. All 3 were brothers and the Stooges, you said?
False. I think it was only 2 of them.
You are correct. Moe and Curly were brothers. The Howards and later brother Shemp, too.
Yeah,
But
Shemp.
Larry Fine, no relation. He was a violin-playing comedian from Philadelphia who got drafted into the chaos. Okay, next
Shemp.
up, Lucy and Ethel overwhelmed at what factory?
Wrapping chocolates.
Correct. The conveyor belt speeds up and Lucy starts stuffing chocolates in her mouth, her hat, and her blouse. TV Guide has ranked it among the greatest TV
Yes.
moments ever.
Yes.
Next up, Laurel and Hardy won an Oscar for the Music Box. You said?
True.
Correct. It won very first Academy Award ever given to a Best Live Action Short comedy in 1932. One piano, 133 steps. Pure genius. All right, next up, Keaton broke his neck and didn't know it for years. I think
said,
he did.
Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law?
True.
Yes. Filming Sherlock
No.
Jr. in 1924, a blast of water from a railroad tank slammed his neck across the rail. He shook it off and kept working. A doctor found the healed fracture on an x-ray years later. The great stone face. Indeed.
Oh.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Writes that.
You
All
do.
right, next up, Chapman's iconic character is known as what?
The Little Tramp, B.
Correct. The Little Tramp debuted in 1914 and became arguably the most recognizable character on planet Earth. All right, next up, legend says Charlie Chapman had a Chapman look-alike contest and won. You said?
True.
Wrong.
Oh, shit.
The legend says he lost. Some versions say that he didn't even make it to the finals. It's one Hollywood's most beloved stories told for a century. That is funny.
That's hilarious.
I think you did Baby Thunder on this next
Yeah.
one. It was how much clearance did Keaton have when the building fell? You were
the
thinking?
wall was fake foam.
No.
2 inches.
Yes.
Times a couple.
2 inches so everybody sees you. The facade
Not what the
weighed
sun does.
thousands of pounds, and the open window cleared his body roughly 2 inches on each side. That is close. Whoa. All right, finally, Rowan Atkinson was a master's in electrical engineering. You said?
True.
Correct.
I got a 90.
All right. She
Yeah,
is back on top of
I'm
the
back,
mountain.
bitches.
Let's go to Capybara. Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. the Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam. According to Mike Bursch, weather guy. All right, well, who knows? Stronger El Nino means more hurricanes, true or false? I don't know. Put it in comments. All right, here we are at Boat Drinks. Meme it or leave it. We got our first one here. Me at 3 a.m. imagining how I would do CPR on a giraffe instead of sleeping. Misty, I blame you for sending me the giraffe story. I cannot stop thinking about the giraffe story.
How we got lost?
Yes, and then this is how we would have to do. We'd have to run back and forth across the body. Poor giraffe. All right, next up. I love the sudden realization that I don't have to put up with a single thing I don't like.
That's true.
That is the truth.
I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it.
We've done enough in life. Good Lord. All right, next up. I love when restaurants put market price next to certain menu items. Like, yeah, I've been monitoring scallop futures all week.
That's funny.
Next up, Barbie series. We too old to be recording fire at hibachi places.
That's true.
True.
You're not wrong.
Next up, well, since I didn't win the Mega Millions.
It's this one.
Oh, okay. Am I stable? That's for horses.
Ah, Barbie.
Next one. This one is, I can accidentally agreeing with shit I can't hear. I mean, yeah, right? You're like, yeah, okay, sure.
And then it's like you end up climbing Mount Everest.
Or you agreed to have some repair dude come to the house and you had no idea that you agreed to it.
True story.
Next up, officially at the age where I have to save my parents from scams.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hashtag true story.
Next up, summer goal. Become so connected with your intuition that you clearly know when something or something is truly worth your energy.
Yep.
I think that's really a good one. I love Young Pueblo. And finally today, burpees. Yeah, no, I thought you said Slurpees.
I can't, yes.
All
That's
right.
hilarious.
Let's go to Boat Drinks. Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
We're back.
I know, I just needed a sip of my tea here. Okay, we're back with Addie's Reddit Rundown Report.
Let's unpack it.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go.
God.
The subreddit is, today I effed up.
That's called me every day.
The TLDR is, today I effed up by finding out what my 8-year-old son was saving for. What do you think?
No.
8-year-old.
Toys.
Yeah.
Candy.
What about what about this, if it was like a very advanced 8-year-old?
A computer. Cell phone. OnlyFans account.
You know it's Reddit, honey.
I know. It could be anything. It could be like a dinosaur.
All right, let's get into this, guys.
Pocket Constitution.
Here's the dad. He says, before we start this,
Oh, God.
you know the wind-up is fierce here. Before we start this, I want to tell everyone this is a happy today I effed up.
Okay.
Okay. When I was a 16-year-old, I was stupid. I did not wear protection, and I got a girl pregnant. I was shocked. I never expected having a kid that early, and I don't know if I regret it or not. Almost all of my regrets washed away when my son was born. For privacy purposes, we're going to call him Rory. What do you call him?
Out of all the names?
All the names. We got to
This
pick
is like the
Rory.
Ben and Jerry's
Was he a
thing.
lion?
It's like the Ben and Jerry's ice cream name. That's what this is like.
Exactly. Well, he could get an ice cream if you guys pick Rory next month. All right, next up. I am 24 now, and my son is 7, almost 8 now. He is the smartest and most loving kid I could ever ask for. His mom had left when he was around 2. When I tried to sue for child support, the judge sided with her, quoting that I was the father and needed to step up. Ever since then, it has been me and Rory against the world. I was a single dad to Rory from then on. I had a few girlfriends, but nothing serious. I left my parents' place and got a small apartment. I dropped out of high school, which I immensely regret, but hey, Life happens. During this time, my neighbors, God bless them, helped me raise my son. They were an older couple next door whose kids had moved out long before. So they were fine babysitting him after school if I had late shifts, etc. I am a manager at McDonald's. I make lousy money, but it was enough to get by. Then 2 years prior, our shitty building manager raised the rent for everyone, and I had to work even harder for a place to live during a pandemic. My parents had left the state, and I wasn't ready to uplift my kid's entire life because his dad couldn't provide for him. Every birthday since before he was 3, I believe, I took Rory to the Golden Corral. Usually on his birthday.
I think I know what he's saving for.
Usually on his birthday, but there were more occasions we went. It was really good for him, and he really enjoyed it. I haven't been able to take him for the past 2 years due to money being very tight. This is important for later. Sometimes I will get tipped at McDonald's, a quarter here, a dime there, a dollar here or there. I'll bring him every day and give it to Rory to save. Well, 2 days ago, Rory brings me his money jug and dumps it out all in front of me. He was so excited to begin counting it out. There was around $40
Oh my
there,
God.
and he jumped up excitedly. I asked him what was up, little buddy.
I know what he's going to do.
And when I
just
tell
figured
you
it out.
guys, my heart broke. My son asked me if it was enough to go to Golden Corral for his birthday.
I knew it.
A piece of me shattered inside. I didn't think he remembered the Golden Corral. I told him we couldn't go to the bank tomorrow, and we could go to the bank. I told him we couldn't go to the bank tomorrow and exchange it for cash. Well, why?
It might be a Saturday.
Oh, that night I ugly cried in my bedroom. I felt like a failure because I couldn't give him everything he's ever wanted. I've begun researching furthering my education. Well, yesterday, as soon as the bank opened, I took my son and we exchanged the money for cash. Then drove us to Golden Corral, and we were there for 2 hours. My kid was so happy, and I was stupid because I just assumed he forgot about this place. We get all you can eat buffet for the 2 for $30. Today I cried again in my room. I've never been good at saving money, but his birthday is next month, and I'm going to do my best to take him every few months. So other parents of Reddit, can I ask you some advice on how you deal with the guilt of having to say no? Again, this is a happy today I've effed up. I know. I know.
As soon as you started reading, it went.
Yeah.
He's going to figure out a way to get to Golden Corral for his birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was going to say, Dad, for my birthday, I want to take
Here's
you.
a cute edit. If anyone asks, I'll post a pic of the coins and the container they were in. He saved them in a cotton candy container from Christmas years ago. Kids money jug and his coins posted on my profile. Oh, that's for those who asked. I would post a pic of him blurred out, but that's for violating his privacy. Oh my God, thanks for the gold. This is the first access and okay, my 2 accounts, blah, blah, blah. Turning off my DMs, okay. So isn't that just such a cute...
This is awesome.
I know.
You know, and it just shows, like, kids remember things. Like,
kids are very magical.
at the gym, for instance, everybody knows I love the Albanese gummy bears, right? In the white bag. So for my birthday, these kids, and they know I'll eat just peanut butter on bread while I'm coaching because it's easy.
Yeah.
The team I worked with last year, they got me this big gift basket for my birthday. They got me a jar of peanut butter, a loaf of bread, and every kid it was almost like every kid in the gym was bringing me Albanese gummy bears bags. I filled up the whole drawer.
I remember.
And I'll tell you what.
I benefited from that.
Yes, but
they're amazing gummy bears.
The stuff the kids listen to, and they know it's going to make you so happy.
Right, because you meet kids where they are.
But also, too, like, adults really don't do that. Mm-hmm. You know, we got to listen to each other and take a note from these kids. Like,
I think what I loved about this story was the neighbors next door part of it, and the village it takes to raise a kid. Did you grow up and like have like babysitters or anything like notable that helped raise you?
Not really.
It was just
once
always
in a while had a babysitter, and then it was Christy as we got older, my older sister. But my mom, for a large part of our growing up, was a stay-at-home mom.
Oh yeah.
So she basically, but she did a lot of really cool stuff with us, you know. So I don't know. She made all of our birthday cakes from scratch. One year she made this, I think it was Tiffany's birthday. Mom, you'll have to correct me. Tiffany or one of us wanted a cat birthday cake. So my mom found it in the Betty Crocker cookbook, made this cat birthday cake from scratch and decorated it and everything. But I don't know. We didn't really have.
We had across the street. There was
Miss
a
Green
lady
Jeans?
named Marilyn Barr that was like the neighborhood lady that you would go to if your mom. Like my mom worked at Felton Bank, and so like she would have to, work sometimes, and I would have to go to Auntie Barr's house, and it was this like double wide, amazing little moment. Like she had a little like petting zoo farm in the back with like a cow and maybe a donkey. I remember, and it was just real. She was the sweetest lady. In fact, like when I, got to like maybe 10, our toilet was overflowing and I was at home babysitting my sister. It was something like that. Well, this was country back in the day. So I was 10, I was babysitting my sister. That's how we did. So, and I remember I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So I called Auntie Barr from across the street. She came over, solved my issue, and like cleaned up the mess with me and like made sure like, and like, so that it looked like I was still competent babysitter because I was afraid that my mom or dad would not allow me to watch Shannon ever again by ourselves. So, oh, I know. It was a moment. But I mean, like, there are people in your lives that grace you. And like, I just remember that woman being so kind and so patient with me. If I effed up, she was always like unconditionally anti-bar, like across the street. Super sweet lady.
I wonder if, and maybe you guys out there that may have children or know people that have children, maybe you are that person.
Mm-hmm.
In the world we live in today, do these kind of people still exist? Do people trust their neighbors? Do they even know their neighbors?
There are
to trust
angels
them with
out
their
there.
kids?
They're definitely, there are definitely angels out there for sure that have a heart. I mean, I think about everybody that, helps us with these shows every single day by showing up. I mean, these are people that have hearts. These are people that have been through the trenches in life and know like how to survive with kindness. One question I have is the $30 buffet meant everything to this kid.
Oh.
Have we overcomplicated on what makes kids happy?
Yes, and we overcomplicate that kids have to be busy every second.
Okay.
Let your kid be bored.
Yeah.
I remember during
the
summer,
imagination is an incredible
we'd say,
space.
Mom, we're so bored. She's like, well, then clean your room. We're like, we're not that bored.
Yeah.
But people do too many things with their kids. They don't let them just be.
Yeah. Right. I know. Yeah. How do parents that you at least see deal with the guilt to say no to kids?
They don't say no anymore.
Yeah. They're
They don't.
enabling.
Yes, they just say yes to everything. They give everything. Like you want this, they just give their kids everything, and it creates an even bigger mess
Yeah.
because they don't want to feel guilty. Let your kid learn the word no. And like this kid's 8 years old and he figured it out.
Yeah. Was there a Golden Corral in your life?
Yes.
What was your restaurant?
We had a Golden Corral.
Oh, but that was like your favorite restaurant as a kid to go to?
What was my favorite restaurant?
Mine was the Chesdale.
Pizza Hut.
Oh, Pizza Hut.
I love Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut is great.
The old school Pizza Hut.
That's a good choice.
With the little peen pizza.
Ours was the Chesdale Diner.
What's that?
It's this. It's because we lived on the Chesapeake Bay, and that there's like this giant bridge there. So it was Chesdale.
We used to drive over the
Chesapeake Delaware
we used to
Bridge
drive over
Canal.
that bridge to go to New Jersey.
Correct. Yes. So that's where I'm from, in that area, in like Upper Delaware. So anyway, the Chesdale Diner would have Scrapple, and they would make it so
The hell
freaking
is
good.
that?
Oh, you're gonna vomit, but it's delicious.
What is it?
Fried pig intestine.
I'm not eating that.
And it comes in like a patty. It is. It's.
I'm gonna get some for you.
It is so. No, it has to be Hughes's Scrapple. Like, don't mess around. It's like a brand that is
this
only
real?
good. Yeah, it's like it comes like a loaf.
It's even worse. It's like
you
worse than
slice it.
Spam.
You slice it in tiny slices and you fry it up in a fry pan, and it's scrumptious.
We used to love Spam, my sister.
See, I can't do Spam, but I could do some
But you could
Scrapple.
that.
I mean, even my sister. Oh my God, she loves a Scrapple. So like,
Your sister got some crab legs overnighted from Maine.
right? No, Maryland.
Yeah,
Maryland crabs
hashtag-
are the absolute best. And
I
that's,
got it fair how she did
it's
that.
a tradition. Oh, it's a website, and it's awesome. And they will send it to you overnight. It's like they save up all year. My brother and sister-in-law love. My sister and my brother-in-law love crabs. So my sister we grew up every Sunday.
I love them too.
We would have my dad had this like
Crabs.
homemade picnic
And I
table that
like
he
the
made.
shrimps.
And he would put the newspaper down and we'd have a bushel of crabs. He'd be watching some Cockamania game and like I have my Sony Walkman on with, Madonna or Cher and I'm eating crabs and it's just messy and fun and it's all day and it's lovely.
I love
Those
that.
are like the moments of childhood that I miss because
Yeah.
they were calm periods of enjoyment.
Do people still do the family dinners? We used to do the family dinners, and then the
Sundays
phone,
were a big
the
family
phone
dinner.
would ring. You answer that phone, you can you punished.
Right, right. Unless it was like some sort of emergency.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God, those were the days.
those are so many like really cool moments of peace and really like being with your family and unplugging. And now we're just so plugged in all the time.
too much.
And it's easier said than done because
That's why, to be honest, on the weekends, I don't really go on social media. I
Yeah.
might just do a quick scroll, but I don't.
yeah, it's probably the healthiest choice
I don't-
to do that. But I mean, I work obviously on social media.
And then if I get a message from David like, "Hey, you got to do the collab thing," then
Right.
I'll do it. But I try to like take a break from it and just like exist in my house with my dogs.
Do you have a memory of your childhood that you treasure that probably cost your parents no money?
All of them. I will tell you this: growing up, there's 3 girls. I have 2 sisters, and when it came time for like homecoming dances, proms, that gets expensive, especially with 3 girls.
Right, right, right.
You know, granted, we're staggered in age, and there were a lot of times
and
my
God forbid if you use each other's dresses.
Oh no, we can't. But and we all had such different tastes. But I don't know how my mother would figure it out. You know,
That's awesome.
money was extremely tight.
Yeah.
And she would make sure we had, if we saw a dress, she made sure she would drive us to the mall, which is 3.5 hours away. We would get the dress we wanted. I don't know how she did it. We'd have the hair appointments. We'd have the makeup done and everything.
I
I
love
have
that.
no idea how my mother can figure it out. And she did. I don't have any idea how she did it. I don't want to know how she did it. But my mom
I know how
truly
she did it, so-
was
so,
amazing.
Yeah.
Or is, because she's not dead.
Call her at
But-
every port.
Yes. But what about you?
Memory. One of my earliest memories was we were in the station wagon.
We had a
and
minivan.
We got a flat tire.
Our door fell off our minivan.
We had a minivan too. Like we did graduate, but in the early stages of like Shannon is her infancy, we had a station wagon and we had a flat tire and we pulled off the side of the road and my dad is dealing with the tire and my mom and I are running in this wheat field and if I close my eyes I can still picture it and it's this wheat field and it's dried wheat so it's like
It's probably snakes.
At this time, we didn't give a shit. I mean, we probably, but we were running around crazy, playing tag or something, and my mom lost an earring.
Oh shit!
And it was a little gold hoop, like one of those, like really cute, like a Huggy. So it was a tiny hoop.
Yeah.
And we looked, and we looked, and we looked, and we searched in that weeds and tried to find that hoop. I'll just never forget it because we didn't really have a lot of like jewelry or extravagant things and things that growing up. So for my mom to lose this one hoop, it was devastating to her. So we looked and we looked, and I think sure enough, at the very end, when Dad was like, "All right, everybody back in the car," there it was, like on the
What?
ground. Boom! It was like thank you, and then we had to say a prayer to Saint Francis. No, who is the one? Saint Anthony.
Yeah.
We had to say a prayer to Saint Anthony
Oh
for
my
thank
God.
you for helping us find the
That's
hoop.
like one year Tiff was my mom went to California for Tiff for Christmas, and they were getting Tiff likes fresh trees, so she goes and gets a real Christmas tree. My mom loses her hearing aid in the tree farm.
Oh God, poor
We
thing.
had to overnight her a new one.
Oh, so you didn't even find it.
No.
Oh, you mal. Well, at least you got it now.
Yes.
Hear no
Oh my
evil,
God.
Maria. Thank
Yes.
God. All
my
right,
God.
let's go over to Panache. That was a great story. Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo. All right, we back with Is This News? This is the news segment where Mel sent over 3 stories. We're going to be the judge and the jury. You got to put it in comments, everybody. Is this news or is this the blues? We'll see. All right, first one here. Ocean's Hewitt. France gets robbed.
didn't do it.
Again. France. So that's right. All right, Mel came in sprinting this morning with this story and said, heist! So buckle up. At 5:30 a.m. Sunday in a tiny French village, a gang of masked thieves forced open a door at the Lalique Museum. That's the museum of the legendary French crystal maker. Smashed 6 display cases and made off with about 20 pieces of jewelry
Jerks.
worth as much as $4.5 million. Now, here's where it gets French. The alarms worked perfectly. Every single one of them went off, boop, 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 just like they did. And then nothing. The security company started completing its checks. And while they were checking, the first person to actually arrive at the scene of a multi-million-dollar international jewel heist was the cleaning lady. She is the one who called the police sonnies and gave the woman a raise and a badge for that motion. Oh, and the punchline, the stolen jewelry is crystal. No diamonds, no gold, nothing to melt down. The thieves stole $4 million worth of extremely famous, extremely recognizable art that they cannot sell at any pawn shop on the planet without someone saying, hey, isn't that from the news? After the Louvre lost $102 million in crown jewels in 8 minutes last fall, plus the heist of the National History Museum, a porcelain museum, and 2 more, at this point, France isn't just a country, it's a scavenger hunt. So the question stands, is this news?
Yes, it's an international crime spree targeting the cultural treasures of France. This is literally the plot of every glamorous movie ever made. Math specialist, pre-dawn raids.
I feel like these are all mini novels here.
And a mayor furious at a security company. So the cleaning lady is the real hero here. And the museum was already flagged as a sensitive site after the Louvre. And so they knew, people knew. And the mayor said these thieves were, quote, specialists who were well informed.
That's ridiculous.
That's common sense,
So
right?
enough with the museums.
Yeah,
Put them in
is-
one complex.
Also, I'll say this for the love of the entire nation of France. How do we keep getting robbed?
How do they keep? That's what the news part is for me. What the heck is going on in France?
Well, it sounds like the security companies needed to get it together, but I don't know how it works, but don't they have like dupes? Like they can put out in the cases at night and take the real stuff out and lock it in some type of...
Well, at Tiffany's,
work?
this is what we would do. At Tiffany's, the breakdown is very serious. Listen to this, how crazy it is. So in the morning when you check in before you go on the floor, they put you in a thing called a holding tank.
They pat you down?
They do that, and they put you in a holding tank, which has a scale on it. I know that sounds horrible.
Well, no, they got to make sure you don't have anything in your pocket.
Correct.
Like an 18-wheeler.
They weigh They weigh your body. At least your entire shift of people that you're with. They put them in.
But what if you eat a lot at lunch and you're like 2 pounds heavier?
They're fascinated with the security. Hold on one second. So they put me in this room, and it's like they weigh everybody. And if you're off, I mean, you can be off a little bit, but then they really do an extensive search and pat you down if you're like really, really off. So it's interesting. And then if you have to leave and have to do your shift, you have to go through that thing again. You have to go through the security thing, and you go through the metal detectors. And
I would just stay at work.
That's why everybody brought lunch, because they always have a built-in kitchen in there too for us.
Yeah, but like seriously, like what if you eat too much at lunch and you get puffy and you weigh like 2 pounds more?
Then you go through an extensive search.
And there's more.
Yeah, then they definitely will like search you even further.
Oh.
It's very intense.
Well, I would think it would need to be.
Yeah, there's years where there were associates that were caught flipping diamonds. Like somebody brought in like a lab created diamond versus a natural
See, I
stone.
would be too afraid because the amount of like I told you, I'm obsessed.
I live
with
my
spy
life
culture.
in the real. Like I ain't stealing
Yeah,
shit. Please,
no,
I don't
and,
want that mess.
You can't get away with
I
anything.
want that money, honey. I don't need that.
Yeah, I like to have a job.
But yeah, it was intense. Tiffany's was no joke. But again, it was another facet of my life that I had to like understand the cadence of security and always give them.
I was reading a thing about Tiffany's because I'm very curious about it. So the women that work there, maybe, I don't know if this is true, that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
The women that work there, they talk about like how you have to make sure your face, like your makeup and your hair look the exact same as when you walked in. So, you know, when you first get up in the morning, you go
Correct.
to work, you look fresh.
Yeah, that's a security
you
hazard.
cannot look busted
That's
by
why
the end of the day.
they were fussy with me if I like, because I used to love to take this cowlick part of my hair that kind of sticks out in the back, and I would dye it black, like it looked like a giant ink spot on my head. It was just my 20s, and they got mad about that because it was just like it was too alternative for them. You got to look neutral, and you
Because the
can't.
jewelry is the star of the show.
You can't change up your look
and
too
you're not
much.
allowed to wear. The women were saying like some of them love red lipstick, but they're not allowed to wear red because it'll upstage the jewelry.
Because people would come in as imposters of the actual sales associate and like play them.
Stop.
So yeah, you have to. It really, honestly, people try to thieve and steal.
I want a field
like,
trip there.
It's incredible operation. It is. It was something I had to experience, but. Yeah, is this newsworthy? I think that
I think
was
it's
news.
news.
I definitely think that was news. All right, let's move on here.
All right.
Easy come, easy Rolex. Speaking of fancy pants. All right, here we go. There's an American influencer named Steve Will Do It, real name Steven Delardis, who lives in Mexico and apparently has money to set on fire. This man bet $2 million on Mexico winning their World Cup against Ecuador.
They didn't.
And to celebrate before the game, he walked into Mexican national team's camp and handed every single player and staff member a presidential, which is an all gold, 18 karat gold Rolex, on video, saying, and I quote, "I love you guys, and you guys are going to win tomorrow."
I love this.
And Mexico won, apparently.
Oh, they did. They did beat.
They beat somebody,
Ecuador, but
and it
then
was
they
like a
got
big deal.
knocked out by somebody else.
Yeah, that is true. 2-0. Steve cashed his bet. The players hoisted him in the air and gave a jersey with Steve on the back, and everyone's living the dream for about a day. Because then FIFA's code of ethics
accept
gently
gifts.
tapped everyone on the shoulder. Turns out players can only accept gifts of symbolic or trivial value, and a wrist full of Rolexes is neither symbolic nor trivial. So the entire Mexican national team had to give the watches back. We're talking about $40,000, $50,000 watches here, guys. This is not some like chump change here. By mutual agreement, their official account says nothing Steve did on his own initiative. So there's the story here is the national heroes that got their flashiest gift on their lives and had to hand it back before kickoff against England. That's who they lost to. They lost to
Yes.
England. So
So here's the real underneath
what's your thoughts?
story, underneath the sparkle, the ethics of it all. Should influencers be allowed to just walk into a national team and shower them in luxury? FIFA clearly said no, and this is news. This is about the integrity of the sport with a side of bling. Also, $2 million on one soccer game. I would like that man's confidence surgically implanted into me.
Major money right there that he obviously won way more than $2 million on the back end of that.
But I'll tell you this much. I do think, I agree with the fact that FIFA said, no.
Yeah.
You can't do things like this.
It's kind of like how we have NC2A rules too. I mean, you really can't accept
because
the
what
money.
happens is it starts to create this culture, which we saw in the NBA. We had those 7 people get
Yes,
in trouble
ma'am.
because of racketeering and
Yes,
sports
ma'am.
betting, and the players throwing the game and all this because of, because this day and age in some countries, even in the U.S., people can be bought.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that the FIFA organization
Especially
said kibosh.
this sport, we don't have to get into too much of the political stuff in there,
Yeah.
but this sport has has been tainted kind of nasty if you really dive into the World Cup and who the executive directors are of these things. So it's kind of there is some shady shit
And
that goes
you
down
know what?
there.
He likes to.
You know
he
what I
wanted.
mean?
He wanted to do something nice. Maybe he could have paid for a dinner for all of them.
Or donate to like the Mexican
The
soccer
soccer
league
league.
for the children that can't play soccer that are blind and deaf
Yeah.
and all the math. You know what I mean? Like do something like that instead
Yeah.
of the Rolexes on the wrist. What's that going to do?
That's my thing with these people who have all the dollars.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the Taylor Swift thing from yesterday. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's no secret I'm not a fan. The money that was donated to the organizations, I think, is fantastic. Keanu Reeves does the same thing. A lot of celebrities do the same
But
thing.
he doesn't do it with the megaphone.
But you have correct. But you have influencers like this that have the money in his mind. He's like, I'm gonna get everybody Rolexes.
Yeah.
That money could have been better utilized elsewhere. So influencers of the world that have these kind of dollars, instead of doing the luxury gifts, take that money and let's go ahead and put it back into the communities.
Yeah.
Let's invest into these nonprofits.
Well,
because
Adawe said something very important yesterday in comments about the whole Taylor Swift thing, and she said that that $26 million that went out to those charities was basically a write-off for them and this wedding.
yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, this influencer, at the end of the day, those Rolexes were probably like a write-off, like a gift to business partners or something like that. So it could have been some sort of shady dealing like that, too. But I forget that part because I lead with my heart and my
Yeah, our
not my
brains
head,
don't work
but
that way. We don't think if
No.
we're gonna give, we're not looking
It's
at
like
a tax
I give you
write-off.
something from my heart, not for my business. Like I don't
Yeah.
think like that.
But
But
that's 'cause how these
that's
people
why
think.
I'm broke and everyone else is.
True. I say news.
Makes me a joke. Yeah, I'd say news on that because the ethics there is something that we really need to examine, like you said. Let's see what Hard News Addie says in comments. Hopefully
Yeah.
she's here with us. I can't see comments right now, but
this
let's
next
see.
story makes me so angry.
Yeah, here we go. Well, why? Bought a sick pet.
Adopt, don't shop.
Well, listen to this, though. I wonder if this kind of includes all animals here. Bought a sick pet in Florida. Maybe they adoption fees. Is that considered buying? The law just gave you some teeth here. Let's see. This is for every animal lover in the sound of my voice. And this in this town, that's all of you. There's a brand new Florida law that took effect on July 1st. And it's about protecting you and the four-legged family member that you just brought home. Here's the heartbreak that started it. A woman named Christine Messina brought home a golden retriever. What'd you say? From Orlando?
Orlando.
Christine Messina. Angie, do you know her? I'm just kidding. Brought home a golden retriever puppy. You know that feeling. The whole car ride home and the planning of life together. I know that car ride home.
Yes.
Days later, the puppy was gone. Veterinary records showed it died of a severe intestinal tissue almost right after she got it. The seller promised a refund that never came, and the proof, she was handed a vet certificate saying the dog was healthy and the AKC pedigree certificate.
Made with
Investigators found both may have been fraudulent. Gentle heads up, Sonny's, that part stings, but here's what's worth telling you about it. Words are hard today.
You got it.
Stories exactly like Christine's are what pushed Florida's lawmaker to act, and now the little guy who didn't make it was a law standing up for every single puppy and kitten that comes after him. So what does this law actually do? A lot. If you buy a sick pet and return it, your financing gets canceled, no penalty. You're not stuck paying off a loan for a heartbreak. It removes the old cap on how much of your vet bills you can recover from the seller. It lets you take a deceptive seller to small claims court and recover a minimum of $2,500, and it tells the state agencies to publish information about people who violate animal cruelty laws, plus post real guidance for buyers. There's the catch that you need to know, though. And here's the part you need to write down. For most illnesses, your window to get licensed vet to certify the animal was unfit at a purchase shrank from 30 days down to 14. Kind of like an accident. I learned that from, what's the cold drink guy? Doc Tony. I'll give you a nice ride with a cold drink, but you have 14 days to report this accident. So same thing with here. And once that vet signs off, you've got to notify the seller within 2 business days after that. So if something goes wrong with your new pet, you have to move fast. Bottom line, Sonny's buying a new pet in Florida just got safer, and the sellers cutting corners just got put on notice.
Yes. So here's the thing, though. It only applies to breeders.
Okay.
It's not to your shelter pets.
Okay.
So the vet window check-in dropped in from 30 days to 14 for most illnesses and parasites, but the 1-year window for congenital or hereditary defects stays the same.
I love this.
Faster deadlines all around. Notify the dealer within 2 business days. Once a vet certifies the animal was unfit, deliver the written certification within 3 days, and the dealer then has 10 business days to refund or exchange.
My only question to you, Mel, is do you think it's shady that it went from 30 days down to 14?
No.
Okay. Just
I don't
because
think
you're
so.
closing that gap just to get it clear.
Well, it forces people to take the pet dog to a vet right away to get checked.
That's true. Okay. That's true.
Dealers must now disclose all financing terms up front and keep buyer records for at least 7 years. So the real world impact on this, the Florida Department of Agriculture is investigating multiple complaints tied to the marketplace where Christine said she bought her puppy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now, wait, here's the best part. After News 6 in Orlando investigated, the website for the specific marketplace to buy puppies was shut down. The other thing about this is that people adopt, don't shop.
Yeah.
You know, you get a dog from a breeder.
But I want to know, like, because I mean, listen, I deal with Tail Waggers Charitable Foundation, and we deal with shady shelters all the time.
I don't think there's
and
a foolproof
what
way.
we have to do to make sure that our money goes to the right hands is vet them. And so I wonder if these shelters are developed into this kind of law, because I agree with this. Like, it should we should have.
I think it's going to force shelters to wake up.
Yeah, some of them are very dopey. I will give them.
Yeah.
Some of them are. I mean, a lot of them are amazing.
Yeah.
I don't want to like.
But I think it's
poo-poo
gonna,
shelters, but
I
there are
think
some
it's
that are shady.
Wake everybody up,
Yeah.
and that poor lady with the puppy that died. I feel so bad for her.
Guys, I need a little bit of wine at Bin 39. Oh, I need something to shake. Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39. Oh, he must have changed. Michaela. I don't know. Who cares? All right.
I don't know.
I care about this, though. Hey, girl. Hey, horrible horoscopes. We got Cancer, Leo, and Virgo today. And if it doesn't make sense, you get out of jail for free. Who knows?
What?
I don't know. The stars were a little funky yesterday. Let's see what happens. Here's Cancer. Cancer, you will throw a small, tasteful birthday gathering for yourself this week, and 3 people will cancel within the same hour.
Oh.
Happened to us this morning.
Yep.
Using excuses so similar that you realize live in real time, holding a charcuterie board for 11 that they are together. Somewhere else without you. You will then post an extremely dignified story that says quality over quantity.
Oh, I hate when people
and
do this.
every single one of them will watch it and not respond. The moon has no notes. The moon simply suggests you stop checking the view count. You will check it 9 more times.
That is true about Cancers.
Always so worried about how many people are
How
watching.
many likes and loves did
It's
I
that
get?
pick me behavior. That's a
Yeah.
new thing. Buzzword is a
Ugh.
pick me personality.
Stupid.
Pick me, pick me. Yeah, good. Good luck.
Yeah, pick yourself.
Yeah, then they pick. Are you going to rise to the occasion, or are you just going to crumble and
Go,
shatter?
Leo. Jim and Misty.
Here we go, Jim and Misty. Oh, Misty, I'm sorry, honey. Sweetheart, this week you will give a toast at a gathering, unrequested, unplanned, and uninterruptible. And halfway through it, you will realize you are telling a story that humiliates the guest of honor. Shocker. And there's no exit. You'll be way too deep in this conversation. You will watch their face change. You'll hear yourself say, anyway, 4 times like a plane circling at an airport that has denied you permission to land. Later that night, the group photo goes up. Everyone looks incredible except you. You're mid-blink, mid-word, holding a fork. It becomes a thumbnail. It becomes the memory. It becomes your new identity.
That's me.
Ooh, crazy. Virgo. Oh, a shame.
Oh.
Be nice.
Nice.
A shame. This week, you will correct someone's grammar in the group chat and be wrong. Ooh, this is very
That's like
interesting.
Hashim's worst nightmare. Oh, Hashim.
Publicly, verifiably, dictionary screenshot wrong, like you carry a small dictionary in your purse.
Hashtag she does.
I added that.
She probably does.
I added that. The person you corrected has been waiting their entire life for this moment and will hand it with a grace that makes it so much worse. Then your label maker will die mid-project, your color-coded calendar will fail to save, and you will show up at an appointment you rescheduled and forgot. And the receptionist will say, we did send you a confirmation text, while looking at you the way that you have looked at literally everyone else your whole life. It's called karma, babe, and it's
geez.
alphabetized. Ooh, Hashim got the hot one
Hashim
today.
got roasted.
Guys, that's a wrap on this Tina Turner Tuesday.
Oh.
We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
We nailed it. That's
Yes.
amazing. Hit that share button, baby.
Do
and
it.
we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Guys, we love you. See you, Sundays.
Bye, guys.
Share the show.
Oh, share the damn show.
You can share the show. Come
What?
on now, share the show.
Hit that little
arrow. Yeah, just do it.
I have to go to the bathroom.